Hello everyone, today I'm putting up a new video. I'm still thinking what it's gonna be on, so let's see. I think I decided today's video will be about, in my situation, mental health and parenting, how what your parents did to you or in your life and how they treated you or related to you can influence the way you see the world and how healthy you are mentally. To be clear, I'm not blaming my mental conditions on my parents, at least the vast majority. Um, but there are some things parents can do that can hurt people, and there are some things parents can do that can benefit their kids in becoming better, well, I don't know, individuals and healthier individuals mentally. Unfortunately, I was the first child in the family, which means that they had no experience before me and they didn't do a great job, if you ask me, my parents. But hey, that's life. And I'd like to talk about it. I'd like to talk about what happened in my childhood and how it affects me now. I don't know if any of you watch School of Life. It's a YouTube channel which talks about different sociological, political, psychological issues. Well, not political, it's more political philosophy and economics. And they have a video called The Golden Child or The Golden Child Syndrome. I'm not sure anymore. What's presented in that video really describes me. I'm gonna explain. I was a child that was really praised when I was young. Was told, Miha, you're so smart, you're so creative, you have so much potential, you're gonna do awesome things in your life. And to be honest, that fucked me up profoundly. What I mean by this is it made me feel like I have to be extraordinary. Like I have to perform, I have to do at the best of my, well, no, not at the best of my abilities, because I've been trying that always, but I have to give more than I actually can. For example, school-wise, I have dyslexia and ADHD, and my other conditions don't help either. So, since I've been very young, although I've had the mental capacity to do the work, actually doing it was much harder than expected. So, for me, reading a book was excruciating, writing down looked horrible, and a lot of things took a lot of effort and time to be done. And that's the first place where things went south. My parents had expectations for me and ideas of what I should be able to do that weren't realistic, and it really hurt me. What that means is, especially, I had a pretty violent upbringing because of it. My mother was very violent physically with me and psychologically, and because of that, everything just got worse. I was really abused, I would say. And it did not help my studying at all. It just made it harder and more difficult to learn. And it fucked me up mentally. I ended up switching in my head between the idea that I am extraordinary because everyone's telling me so, and the idea that I feel like shit and that I'm worthless because I'm not actually meeting up to people's expectations. It made me feel like I'm never good enough. Like it's never enough what I do, and I am a failure, but at the same time feeling like I am going to do something fantastic later on. No, that I have to do something fantastic later on, which kind of just makes it worse. So all this together probably added up to giving me my anxiety disorder, likely. So, yeah, so it certainly had tangible and like results on me, especially as when my anxiety disorder is bad enough, I get nauseous and feel like throwing up. So it's not only something in my head, it's something properly physical. I've been getting the impression that one of the worst things parents could do, apart from hitting their kid and other things of the sorts, is telling them that they should live their life the way their parents feel like it. So, for example, telling them, oh, you should become a doctor because you'll be successful and everyone will like you then, and things of this sort. Or, you're very smart, you should go into science. And all these pressures really mold a person and not positively. They can result in the person living the life their parents wanted them to, not the one they actually want to, which to me feels like someone's wasting their life. To this day, I'm still battling with subconscious pressures to live my life the way others told me I should, certainly my parents. So it's something that will stick along for years and years. It's not something you get rid of through a few therapy sessions. But now, enough whining. What can someone do when they find themselves in this situation? When they find that their environment is toxic and that they're being hurt by it? Well, if it's so toxic that it's violent, I would suggest appealing to the authorities and finding a way to get out of the situation. If it's just toxic, but not enough to get the authorities involved, if possible, I would recommend distancing yourself from your family. Not everyone, just those who are dangerous to your mental health, and sticking to your friends and to the people who actually are there for you and care for you. If that is a situation, if it's a situation where you cannot escape what's happening, I'd recommend after it happened, well, like hopefully you'll be still okay, well, functioning to some extent. After it happened, I'd recommend that you would start going to therapy once you have enough money to do so, or that you find a way to reflect on what happened. Especially because this really helps, and professionals know how to change the issues you have and make your situation better. They certainly won't fix you, but they'll give you the tools so you can help yourself and maybe fix yourself. I feel like I made this video super short and it probably doesn't encompass at all the things that happened, obviously, and how I treated them, but it's something. So if you've liked this video or have questions, go into the comment section and yeah, follow me if you want, like this video if you feel like it, and have a lovely day.